What's up, y'all? This is Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett. My podcast is a little different than other podcasts. You know, I don't have no location. I'm all over the place. One episode, I might be in the Volvo. The next episode, I might be at the ocean with a friend. The next episode, I might be up in the tree, smoking the backwood, eating a cheeseburger. You never know. This is the life of a comic. Wherever I'm at.
Wherever I'm at with Malcolm-Hatchett. Wherever I'm at with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Yo, what's happening? I just left Flappers Comedy Club. Wait, no, I ain't go there. I was gonna go there, but I had a U-turn. I just left this new open mic in the valley called Brew Brothers. It's a nice mic. It was a lot of people in there. It was almost like a show because people actually attended. You know, I think it's gonna grow. It's gonna be big. I'm telling you. And I was gonna go to Flappers afterwards, but Flappers, it's like an hour left on the mic. I was gonna go, but I want to be fair today, you know, because there's been people who've probably been there since 8:30 since it started, and I don't want to pop in. And you know, I manifest. I always get up. Sometimes I don't, and when I don't, it's because I don't supposed to. But today I felt like I would have got up, and I didn't want to be selfish, you know. So I left. I just did E3 games. That was dope. Didn't know shit about it. Nothing about it. I'm in the game. Justin Roller created one of my closest friends out here. He's like a brother. Trover saves the universe. Make sure y'all go get that. Go get that game. I'm in it. I'm Pink Trover. I wrote jokes for it. I got a few jokes on there for you guys who fuck with me on Kill Tony. I'm sure y'all know the jokes. I think you think blind people know it's Pink Lemonade got picked up. It's a few jokes. I haven't played the game yet. I don't really play video games. I never did. I mean, I had Supersonic and Mario and shit. Then my brother, he got into Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. I used to play Gran Turismo. I never played games, though. I was always climbing trees and playing basketball and, you know, cleaning the gutter. I was a fucking hard worker when I was a little nigga. Now I'm a big nigga and shit, I'm just smoking blunts, cruising in the Volvo. I should be at a mic. I should go back to the old ways I used to be. E3 was dope, man. It was crazy. I was in my car at 4 a.m. reading the script my friend Evan Leslie wrote. Man, I haven't even told about it. This script is great. I ain't gonna mention it until I get him on here. We talk about it. It's dope, man. It's a lot of people you guys are familiar with in it. So it's cool. Really good story, man. That's dope. And the night I was reading the script, it's so crazy, man. Justin hit me. Somebody had messaged me on Twitter. Said, yo, you on Trover Saves the Universe. They asked me that on Twitter. They was like, are you? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, oh, shit, dude, I paused my game because I couldn't believe it. I had to ask you. And I added that person, and they added me. I think they added me first, but I was going to add them. And the next you know, I sent it to Justin. And I told him, hey, thank you. This, you know, it's tough in the car. I didn't say about the tough in the... But I was like, yo, seeing this in the car, this is dope. So I was like, thank you for this, man. And he was like, yo, what you doing? Pull up. He always tell me pull up the next day because he don't sleep. Oh, shit. My bad. Oops. Sorry. He don't sleep. He don't sleep. Oh, my God. Fuck. Oh shit, this is recording. You almost read a red light. Hell yeah. Gotta get my shit together. Damn. I need to do some push-ups. You gotta do push-ups on your heartbeat because it make you become a man again. Yeah, man, he don't sleep. So he told me to pull up. And I went over there, and he always hanging with famous people. You know, I don't know him until I meet him. And then he was going to sleep. And then I went to sleep. Then they woke me up the next day. His cousins came. It's crazy. All these people came. And they was like, yo, wake up. And they was like, hey, you going to E3? If not, you can stay here. And I was like, I ain't going to that shit. But Justin came downstairs. And he was like, yo, Malcolm, you want to go? I mean, you are on the game. And I ain't showered or nothing. But I was still fresh. Then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to E3. Because Justin asked me. I'm into it. You know, that nigga real. He a real. Yo, Malcolm, you want to go fly fucking kites? Yeah, nigga, let's go fly some kites. And bring some edibles. He always like edibles. Yeah, he cool, man. So I was down, man. That was a really dope question of him to even ask me, you know, because he got this great fucking cartoon called Rick and Morty, Trover Saves Universe, all these crazy, funny-ass YouTube videos of him, you know, coming up in the industry. And it's like, damn, man, he's like a real friend, like a brother, like a relative, like he cool. He 100. He really didn't, a lot of people, you know, I knew my whole life. It's like, appreciate it, fam. You know what I'm saying? He helped me out a lot. And it was just crazy. I was reading my boy Evan's script. So I'm sure that's gonna be dope right there. Just having friends write like cartoons and video games with you involved, that's dope. That means a lot. Even if I don't mention it to you, you're here and it'll come true. And I was at E3. E3, that was nice, man. It's a lot of gamers. And then it was me, this nigga. And Justin, man, he's humble. Too humble, man. I like it. You know, everybody who asked for a photo, he took the photo with him. He was like, yo, they would ask me, they was like, yo, is this Justin Rowe? I was like, yeah, Lynn, because I didn't finish his name. They said, yeah, that's Roland. That's Lynn. That's Lynn. And they, hey, can I take a photo? Some people would ask, yo, you think it's cool if I ask him if I can? I say, hell yeah, bro. Shit, ask him. You know, because some people be like, nah, bro, he don't want to talk. Nah, man, he want to talk. He fucking add you on IG if you into games and shit. Yo, I have this idea, man. How can I reach out to you? Like, people who were working at the E3 were, like, asking him, like, yo, how can I reach out to you? I got this dope game idea. Here, get his email. He's, like, in charge, bruh. He cool, man. And all the people work for him is cool. His cousin, they all dope, man. They all nice people. I ate fucking sushi for the first time with Justin. We ate some fucking sushi on the fucking the tallest floor in heaven. Nigga, we was in the Air Force One. We was up there at the top. Man, we was high as fuck, and I ain't smoked no weed. Nigga, we was high. We was high. Eating sushi in the air, nigga, on this fucking building downtown. It was tight. Sushi ain't that good. It was some cool shit like shrimp. But I don't fuck with it. I don't like the way it's decorated. I don't fuck with it. So, some of the things in that little bar, though, that sushi bar, that shit was good. Like the scrimp, that shit was great. That shit was alright. You hear me? But it was dope, man. Just Justin getting up there, being himself 100% throughout every interview. He gave no fucks. Yo, Justin, why'd you create this game? Because I was bored, bitch. He say shit like that. It was tight, man. And there was some interviews he had me a part of that I wasn't supposed to be a part of. Like, you know, the ones after the panel. It was a lot. It's like, yo, his manager's like, no, it can't. No, fuck that. Come on, Malcolm. He's in the game. He's Pink Trover. He's like, he's Pink Trover. He's Pink fucking Trover. And that's crazy how I got that character, because I went to his house a while ago. He found me through Kill Tony. He just liked me as a person, you know. He just liked my presence. And that's what's up, man. That means a lot. And he just welcomed me, man. Fuck, it's dark out here. Shit. My headlights weak as fuck. Fuck it. Trust the process. They get brighter. They become bright when I get brighter, you know? I gotta do this. Do it for my mom and them. I went to his house a while ago, bro. And I got fly, man. I went thrifting and shit. I think it was some shit I probably won't kill Tony before, so I wore it. I felt like Michael Jackson. Seriously. And I went to his crib, and he took my notes. I wrote jokes for the game. And he like slung them. And he was like, give me a hug. He just hugged me. And he was like, I just think you're a good person, and I really want to help you. That's what he told me, bro. He said, I just really want to help you. And then we went to George Clooney's house that night. I talk about that with him, if he let me. That was nice. That was really nice, man. I wasn't supposed to go, but he made sure I got to get in. He told everybody what the fuck was going down, so I went there. That was dope. Homeless as fuck, just out here living, you know? Imagine what you can do if you just say, fuck it, I'm finna go do my thing. At least that's what I said before I left North Carolina. You gotta trust everything you do. You're doing it for a reason. You could also, you know, enjoy this shit that happens randomly in life. Maybe because you work towards it. You know, if you work a job all the time, guess what? You'll receive a vacation paid off to heal, to come back, you know? If you, what they say, ruin your life, drop school, blah, blah, to fucking live in a car or work, you know, to do something, you'll receive an Oscar, you know? Whatever the fuck you want, you get it. You fucking get it. You get in that ring, and you knock whoever the fuck out. That's what I say. You punch. You fucking kill everything you do. Even if it make you cry afterwards. You fucking do it. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, he just welcomed me, man. And I went back over like weeks later, and he was working on. Matter of fact, I think the first day I went to his crib before we went to Clooney's. Yeah, because I had that jacket on. I had this fly-ass little vintage jacket. I think I sold it, but I had it on, and he invited me into, like, bro, he has like this little fucking back house where he like creates Ricky Morty and shit. It's like his own studio. It's dope. It's like his own fucking studio. And I went back there, me, him, his dogs, this girl. I think it was his girl then. Maybe not no more. Maybe he'll get it back. I don't know. We was in there, and his like editor. I forgot the dude's name. He cool nigga, tall as shit, tall ass white boy. And we went in there, and he just fucking he just record. He's raw. He don't give a fuck. That's why it's so good. Like Rick and Morty and shit. Just like whatever the fuck he say is what the fuck he was. It's just a conversation within who the fuck he been. You know. It's just whatever conversations he wanted to be. And that's respect. That's what's up. And he was doing Pink Trover. He was doing Pink Trover. And he looked at me, and then he looked at the one of his Squatch Games. That's the name of his game. His game company. Squanch Games. And he was like, yo, I want Malcolm to be this character. And he was like, no, he has to go through his manager and shit. He's like, no, we can do that later. Let him be. He's like, well, no, we have to. He said, fuck it, just come over here and record. And I literally went over there, and he told me to say this. So he was like, say however you want to say it. And that's what I did. And he kept it. And then I got paid, like, fucking way before the game even came out. Just a real man. It was just dope, man. It was just like, wow. It's like, fuck, you know? Like, he paid me, bro, like, to be a part of something that's gonna live forever. I don't know what you thinking, but that means everything to a nigga from North Carolina. That's big. That's like, wow. You know I blew the money. I can't keep money, man, but just, you want to pay me to be in something this big. Like nigga, you could have just gave me some food and I would have been satisfied. But you paid me, and that's just what I want to do. You know, that's what I want to do. That's just motivate. I'm motivated within all types of things, and that's just like, wow. Like, I'm just a nigga in the car, North Carolina, you know, risking my life, doing my thing. And comes along great people like Justin Rowland, Tony Hinchcliffe, Brian Redband, all those great names, and they just help me. You know, that's dope. That's dope. And it just makes me a better person at the end of the day, because it's like, you know, people help me in ways that I couldn't even imagine putting down on paper, asking for help, you know, because they actually care. They actually care about me. And that's just like, that's everything I need for me to keep going in life. You know, like when I got on Kill Tony, when I got up there first time, people don't know that first time on Kill Tony, I was going through, I almost quit California, I almost gave up. Literally 4 to 3 weeks before my first Kill Tony appearance, I was broken down in my 1992 Ford Taurus that I had got 2 months after I moved to LA. I was broken down at the Planet Fitness. I was broken down for 1 week. 1 week. Literally. 7 days, bro. 7 days, broken down. Wait, I'm about to move this trash can. Get the fuck out the way. Sorry. If they come out starting shit, we can fight. But yeah, I was broken down, man, for 1 week, literally 7 days. I was fresh in LA. This was like a January of 2018. I had just moved to LA that previous August. I was broken down in my Ford Taurus, and it broken down literally. My ex-girlfriend from North Carolina had came out here, and she was with me, and she knew my situation, and she still slept in the car with me for the week. And I grinded, I did what I had to do, I performed, I did all that. She was here, and the day she was going back, I was leaving the gym. It was 6 in the morning. She had to catch a flight. It was 5 in the morning. It probably was 6. Her flight was at 6. I was late, or it was 5. I don't know. And I cranked up, and we was leaving. And I go get gas from the Arco, Sherman Way in the Valley. And I pumped the gas in the car. No money, but this is it. I don't know how much I pumped. But, like, I'm fucked up at this point. Like, that's all the gas. But I was fine. I was going to figure it out once I got her, you know. And my car didn't crank back up. It didn't crank back up. So she misses a flight. Her mom says, come call and tell them. And then the flight was the next day. I think she had to wait another day. So she stayed in the car that one more day, broken down in front of the plant. Oh yeah, when the car had broken down at the gas station, the Arco, I had got some help and pushed it to the side. So from 6 in the morning, I was over there to 12 at the Arco. Seriously, man, just trying everything, getting dirty. And my friend Daniel Davis, my nigga, he a rapper. Check his SoundCloud out. So I think it's Dandy. His Instagram is Danny. Listen to him. He raw, bro. One of the first rappers I ever met in middle school. Seriously, you think he passed me his first CD as a freshman in high school. And my nigga Daniel Davis, he pulled up on me at the gas station, and he literally helped me push my car back up to the Planet Fitness, all the way up this hill, while my ex, stirred the car. And then she got out and pushed, because I think Daniel was dehydrated or some shit. And then he stirred. And out of nowhere, this church van, swear to God, this church van full of Mexicans comes past the railroad track, because we just crossed the railroad track. It's a long push, long little walk. Just a long walk, all that fast drive, you know. Depends on what your gas situation is. You can cruise it, but it's long or quick. Just depends on what the fuck you see, you know. And she bumped it all the way back to the gym. And I jogged beside her, and she just bumped it all the way, my boy. I think Daniel started the rest. And she just bumped it, literally. Just bumped it. And when she got to the corner, we pushed it to the parking lot. And she beeped and rode away, and I thanked them. And wow, that was dope. I remember that. And I was trying to get him to take her. He had to go back and get his car and shit from the gas station. But she just stayed another day, and then her mom sent her some money, Cash App, and she Ubered away the next morning, safe, because I didn't drive, I couldn't. So from that day, my car was broken down for a week later. A week later, man, I cried. I had no more food stamps. I went 2 days with no food, just bread. I think it was just bread and water, if I'm not mistaken. Some real underground shit, just bread and water. And I think I finished the bread in a day. I was fucked up. My phone was off for a little, but I was also, I had worked, I think I was working this job cleaning homes in like Beverly Hills and Bel Air. It was crazy. It was like, yo, you get put in certain situations, and you just gotta adapt, visualize, manifest, and you get it all, but you just gonna have to struggle. That's what I saw, felt, heard, and that's what I did, you know. And I worked his job, was clean homes and shit, and it was cool. And I remember I was going to work. First few days, I had like food, and the job, I think it was just for like a few days. I don't know. It had ended, so I had to wait a week to get my check. So it was a week for the check, wait, and I ran out of food. When I'm just in the car, I was working the job maybe 3 days. I don't know, 3-4 days. I was working it. I would walk down the street to the fucking bus stop. I had a bus pass. I had just a few swipes, you know. So I had to make sure I got on the right stops and shit. Cause when I first moved out here, I didn't know how to ride it at all. Never rode in North Carolina, so the bus was different. So I would swipe and go to the job. Oh, that's what it was. I would swipe, go to the job, and I remember I didn't have that many swipes left, but I fucked up on one of my swipes, and I went to the wrong. I got off at the wrong stop. I got off at one of the wrong stops because I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had missed mine. And before my phone was off, they called me and they asked me if I was coming, because they leave on a van in the morning. Yeah, they leave on a van, and you drive to the place or you walk to the place. This is right down the street, but I had to catch a bus. You know, it was a long walk, maybe an hour. And the day I had missed it, I would have walked, but they was already taking off. I told them, fuck it. I had got off at the wrong stop. And I think I quit that day. I was working it, and then I quit. And I got paid a week later. It was like a lot of money, like $14, $15 an hour. It was for the fires that was going on up in the hills. So we were just cleaning the dust in mansions, just touching where I'm finna be, you know? Just in there licking the walls and shit, like la la la. And then I hit rock bottom, midweek, rock bottom. It was tough. Just in the car, not doing no mics. Just nothing, you know, but everything, you feel me? And one of my friends, his name's Richard Gentile. I remember him, I first met him at Flappers. They got like wolf hair, he real cool. He had pulled up to the gym. I was at, and he pulled up later on. But while I was at, like maybe towards the end when we fixed the car. But while I was at the gym, my friend Sergio Mitra had just moved out here. So maybe like towards the end of the fucking storm that I was in, Sergio had pulled up from, he drove from North Carolina. he just dropped out of college and to come out here and pursue music. And he's gonna be one of the greatest musicians to ever do that shit. Seriously, like on the fucking Michael Jackson level, Elvis level, Prince, because he's different, just like them. It's just consistency. That's what he say, and that's what it is. It's consistency. The more you do it, the greater you become. I'm telling you, he got something different. I'm telling you, he underground just like all of us. You know, all of us coming up. You know, because as comics, they think they're at the top. You know, you underground. You know what I'm saying? But the ones underground know that they on top. They just don't speak on it. And he underground, but he really on top. Cerrito's great. And he just pulled up to the Planet Fitness, man. While I was in my situation. And, the gym. I was all in the Planet Fitness parking lot. I was at the very top, because that's where we had pushed the car into. We couldn't push it all the way to the end. It was safe, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something about that spot too. It's so crazy recently. But he pulled up and I tried to check him in at the gym, and he had to have like he tried to make an account. He came in with a trench coat on, just a long drive. I don't know how long he was driving, but the motherfucker was ready to fucking become the greatest singer ever. I'm telling you, he pulled up ready. He had a trench coat on. He's ready to kill motherfuckers. And it looked like he just been up just driving, and they wouldn't let him in and shit. They was bullshitting, so he said, "Fuck it." He went out to the car and parked beside mine. I went to mine and we just slept and woke up and he got straight to work. He said, "You gonna be all right?" I said, "Yeah." He drove away and he did his thing from there on out. He's still grinding. We're still in the process, man. So almost 2 years for me. I think it's 1.5 years for him. And I was in that parking lot and one of my friends, Richard Gentile, towards the end of the week, he asked me, he's like, "What's happening? What are you doing? Are you good?" And he came, I think this was right before my phone had cut off. He came over, he pulled up one day and he bought me fucking In-N-Out. He had In-N-Out with me. He had a conversation. He's been in the military. He was talking to me like a man, you know. He was just telling me about his life, you know. And he was telling me, he said, "He see something in me." He said, "You're gonna be great. Just motivate me, man." You know, I'm at the gym. Towards the end of the week, I'm just in the fucking car. Not micing, so that's hurting me, you know. That's worse than a jaw broken, you know. But he just like, "Yo, we gonna fix this car," and we did it, you know. He figured out what the fuck it was, because he worked on cars and shit. He was cool. He was real cool, bro. He was good at that shit too, bro. Went to the fucking AutoZone. He bought me a starter, like the most expensive starter in there, for 1992 Ford Taurus. And we went back. We lifted it up with his stuff. It was lifted for like a whole fucking week. I think he hit me up early that week. Matter of fact, he hit me up early that week, and with the In-N-Out. And then later on, he pulled up, and we went to go get the starter. Yeah. So my car was lifted for a few days, bro. With the thing, they didn't say nothing to me. And the day we got the starter, we took everything out, and I put the starter back, man. I put it back. You know, he helped me, but I finished it. You know. I like put the last bolts in, man. That was, and he was just excited. He was more excited than me. I had a video of him jumping around. And before, when we was fixing the car, one of the security guys, he had come over and he said, "Hey man, you can get $1,500 fine for doing this shit." Cause, you know, and I looked at him and I said, "Hey man, I'm from North, I swear I said I'm from North Carolina. I'm a comedian, man. Once I fix this, you'll never see me here again." And I was like, "Man, I'm just out chasing my dream. This is what happened." It's just how I approached him. And my likability was lingering. And he lightened up. He opened up. He was like, "Hey, man, good luck." He said, "I give you 2 hours." On my mom, we finished that shit in 30, 45 minutes. Swear to God. It was like, And I hopped in the shower, dapped him up. You know, he was a real one, bro. Just a real guy, real friend, man. That's a real nigga. I don't know where he is, but Richard Gentile, if you ever hear this, holler at me, bro. Just a real man. Just cool, man. Very humble guy. And cranked it up, drove towards the gym, because I was all the way at the top. I was at the end of the parking lot, so I had to drive towards, like, down some. Went in there, showered. I showered every day, you know. I just walked back and forth, you know. And I started going back to mics. You know, it was one night I went up at the Improv, like one of my first mics back, and I went up at like 12, almost the mic was over with, but I lightened up the whole room because of my struggle, me being in that cage in my fucking car, me being in prison within myself, within my life, because I didn't know what to do. When I got free, I was back. And weeks later, I got on Kill Tony. That's how it happened for me. Boom. And it's just a strong, stricken, like, murder, kill show. That struggle I went through, my first appearance to me was horrible, but most people really liked it, you know. But I actually like it, but I know, it's almost like, hey, my name is Malcolm-Hatchett, and this is what I do. That what that was. And it's because of the struggle that I had just faced, like 3-4 weeks later. After that, 3 weeks before that, the struggle I faced prepared me for that moment. And then that's how I became regular. And Justin fell in love with the show. He's been watching it, I think, since it first started. He said he's gonna be a guest someday. He real busy, man. It's crazy. It's just like, he don't have to reach out to me, hang out with me, take me to these cool events. I didn't have to be on the game, but he's just a real person, because he was also coming up, He was also in the same situation as a lot of us, You'd be surprised what people go through, went through, or is going through. And when people help you, take it, Get all the information within it, and I promise you, you'll want to return it to that person and to the people looking at you from the outside or the inside, however they looking at you, up in the tree. And E3 was just a dope experience for me, mainly just the person I am, that was dope. Very safe environment. Everybody that was into the TV, into the game, like in the game. It's like, yo, this is just how some comics are with they into comedy, like into the Dave Chappelle's and the Louis C.K.'s and the Burn. They just into them, the Richard Pryor. It's just like studying, but people are into games because that's just a lifestyle. Like comedy is a lifestyle, gaming is, and it was just dope just to be around something different and a whole lot safer and just more positive for me. It's like, yo, I gotta make a game now, nigga. I don't know, one day, but I will. And I gotta put Justin in it, in the cartoon, because I'm around it because it's like I'm around it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, like you want to help me out, like you want, That's like, fuck, thanks, bro. I gotta get good at this so I can help somebody out and help you and myself. You gotta do it all. You just trust the process during. But I'm just thankful, man. I'm thankful. I'm very excited. And I'm happy to be that nigga. For real. Man, it's just crazy, man. E3 was dope. Justin was real as fuck. All the interviews, he just was him. He didn't doubt himself. He said whatever. He would switch the question. If he didn't want to answer it, he'd tell, it was just cool. He called out the bullshit. So I just thank him for letting me see it, because while I was there, when we was in the green room before they mic'd me up to go to the panel, that was dope. Right before we went on, Elon Musk was there. And when he got off, I looked at this nigga in his fucking chin, because he tall as fuck. I stared at him. I was going to dap him up, but we had to go. But yeah, that was really cool, man. Him and Justin are good friends. Haven't met him yet. But it was cool. I met some people from Pennsylvania there. I forgot their names. I don't know. Something in Megan, I think. I don't know. It was a couple. They was really cool. The dude I met, he works the same job I worked when I lived in North Carolina, but in Pennsylvania. Like not the same exact names, but a battery job. And that's a job I quit to move to California. And he came out here and he wants to do, I think he wants to, make games and cars. He said it. He was there. He wanted to do something. I'm not so sure. Because I'm sure he wasn't so sure. But he knows, And he followed me around after the panel. He followed the group that I was with. Justin had went off to a meeting with his manager and shit. Everybody had split. So I was just with a few people. But he hung out with me, He asked if he could. And it was cool because he thought it was all strange. He was like, hey, could you introduce me to Justin? Or, hey, can I follow you guys? He was like, hell yeah, man. I'm just like you. And when I found out the job he worked, I'm like, I'm definitely like you, bro. And you going to quit it soon to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I know you will. And he was just, just getting a lot of information, stuff that he didn't know. And it was cool, man. It was really cool to meet people like that. And I remember faces and names, and I got their Instagrams, and I'm sure he'd be great. Whatever he do, he'll be great one day. He just got to keep going. Whatever it is, man, let that job anger you to say, fuck it, I'm out, and go. I believe in people. And the whole E3 thing was nice, man. Wasn't not one thing in there bad. Besides the nigga was hungry and I needed some weed. What the fuck these niggas on these little rusted ass bird scooters? But it was dope. And afterwards went back to Justin's crib. After we ate sushi with like all the people he worked with, his cousin, it was nice. And I showered and I had to dip. They was like hanging out. Justin was tired. He showed me videos of him on YouTube back in the day. It's just dope. It's dope, man. Really funny. And I had to go to the comedy store and do Crack 'em Up. No sleep. Went to his crib at 4. We stayed up to like 6 just talking about, I don't know, nothing. I think they mentioned E3, but I didn't really comprehend it until like 3 hours later. It was like, hey, nigga, come on, hop in the expedition. We gotta go. And they gave me a name tag when I went there. I didn't even have my ID, but he made sure I got in. He punked everybody in charge. It's just dope, man. It's just fucking incredible that people want to help me. It's like, yo, I can't wait to help people. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. I just can't wait till I'm on that stage, I don't want to rush it, but when it happens, I want to be on that stage, as there, if everybody recognize, notice, they like, oh, that's Malcolm. Oh, that's Mr. Hatchett. Oh, he was in that movie. I want that to be to that point. Even if it's tomorrow, I want it to happen. And I want to be up there like, man, I remember I used to sit in my car, man, and I used to just say, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to buy my mama this. I'm going to kiss my mama on her forehead. I'm going to watch my niece first footsteps because I'm going to have the money to pop up whenever I want back to North Carolina soon. And then when it happened, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm going to sit on that stage and I'm going to look at all those comics and the people watching me. And I'm going to say, hey, man, I survived this shit. I know you can. I survived it. I know you can. And then they all gonna look at me like, oh, he's just talking. But those who've been following the podcast, oh, fuck, you better remember this conversation, God damn it. I was at E3. I still sleep in the Volvo. I smoke weed like it's fucking filling me up with nutrients, which it probably is. I'm just out here. I'm still showering at the gym. I'm living my best life. I'm an underground comic, and I'm on a motherfucking come up. I'm from North Carolina, Winston-Salem. I got like few dollars in my fucking bank account. I'm broke, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm mad at the same time. And I'm just out here living my life because guess what? I don't follow rules, and I don't give a fuck about no 9 to 5 because in reality, even if I ain't got the money, I'm still a hustler. And you could do the same shit. just gotta get up off your ass and say, fuck it. I'm finna go all in. And there goes the plane. Take us away, pilot. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody. Tell your cousin you don't like. Tell your baby mama.
Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Tell the dude down the street who keep calling the police on you because you fresher than him. Go down the street and tell him to listen to Wherever I'm At.
Wherever I'm At.
Follow my YouTube page at Malcolm-Hatchett. Follow my Instagram page at MalcolmH12. Follow my Twitter page at Malcolm-Hatchett. And show love to my Patreon page at Malc12. MALC12.
Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett.
This is The Life of a Comic. Wherever I'm At with Malcolm-Hatchett.
Malcolm-Hatchett. Malcolm-Hatchett. Malcolm-Hatchett.